Hey, social cousins, and networkers. Welcome to the co-create live stream. Sorry, y'all. I'm still trying to get the intro and stuff together. So, hi, my name is Jessica. I'm the founder of Femway, Females Earning Money Our Way through online businesses, brands, and remote careers. Yes, I have my granny sweater on with the shoulder pads because it's cute. So, in this live stream, I talked about it a little bit on the X Spaces earlier in the hunt. I'm going to be talking about how I raised my rates from $80 a month to $800 a month to $1,800 a month. And that is purely coincidence that they're all eights. And my birthday is in August on the eighth month. So anyway, when I first started as a social media manager, I learned from Latasha James. And since I was really fresh in the industry, and this was around like 2020 when I pivoted from a always hit the pivot. Always don't be afraid to hit it. The pivot is going to lead to profits. Pivot to profits. I like that. Do you like that? So anyway, um and I pivoted from a product-based business where I was making stretch mark creams and self-care products for mothers into the service-based industry because I had a lot of people ask or a lot of women asking me how I was growing my following on Instagram. And because I was getting these questions so often and I really enjoyed more of the service provision than actually creating the products that I was making. And the reason was I'm at the time I was like think I was pregnant with my 4th child. Yeah, I think I was pregnant with my 4th child, and I just did not have the means anymore, like the time and the energy to sorry if I was lagging, to create the products, okay? So I pivoted, I hit the pivot, and it has changed my career drastically. I learned from Latasha James, I learned from Business Bay C, Sierra, I learned from Brooke Wright, and I will show you all of these women. I really don't mind. I will show you them all because they have all been super influential in my career. And so I started social media management after learning about digital marketing, period. Like just digital marketing. I went to HubSpot, HubSpot Academy, and I'll share my screen because I really want y'all to let me go ahead and pull it up because I really want y'all to see. Okay, I'm gonna have to I'm probably gonna have to log into my HubSpot account. Hopefully it will allow me to do so. They changed their page, which is crazy. Um, okay, hold on. I have to put this code in. But yeah, so when I started, I went to HubSpot and I was able to hold up. I was able to learn about digital marketing, get some certifications, better understand digital marketing, SEO as a whole. And okay, so here we are. Uh, it sent me to my actual HubSpot, and that's not at all what I was asking for. I don't know why they would send me here. I, I spaced it with my baby. Yeah, I made a song. Okay, so they integrated the HubSpot Academy into the HubSpot dashboard or the platform. Uh, at least it looks that way. Maybe I'm tripping. See more results. Okay, well, I'm gonna just show you from this web page. I don't know. I guess they changed things. It's been a while since I've been to HubSpot. So anyway, this is HubSpot Academy. So they have different things, writing it. No, no, no. So they have AI for marketing, sales, and service bootcamp. Some of these are going to have certifications at the end of them that you can put on LinkedIn and that you're able to show that you've finished the course. You finished the course, Super Admin Bootcamp, Reporting and Analytics Bootcamp, Social Media Marketing Certification 2. This one is advanced. Let's see. Let me see if I click it. So okay. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, these are free. You just go through the course. It'll tell you like how long. So total 36 minutes. So over time, essentially, it's probably like a total of, okay, let's see, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours of watching videos, and then also quizzes. There's 6 quizzes, and it tells you the course instructors, all of that stuff. You can go through and see what is in the course, and then the exam. So you can take the exam right now if you feel like you just know about social media marketing and you want to do it. It's the certification. So once you finish, you get your certification. You can download it, and it also gets sent to you. So anyway, I was doing the HubSpot certifications. I did SEO, digital marketing, overall, like a general one. And this is when I was first starting out. So I landed a client, and I'm gonna pull up some of their projects that I have because I still have their stuff in my. I just have to find. Unless I deleted them. Which I might have because I went through and deleted a lot of stuff, but I hope I didn't because this was something that I really enjoyed. I mean, I spent a lot of time. I also have something in here. Ooh, I'm gonna show you this report. I'm gonna show y'all this report too that I have from the NFT company that I worked with. I also have some stuff in here from the coffee company I worked with, the concierge service I worked with. I have a lot of this music business I worked with, my own past company, which was Rich Hive Cosmetics, the one that I was telling y'all about, where I was making sugar scrubs and creams. I also have a business card that I made for a local church where I grew up and in my hometown, and they still use it to this day. They they posted it on Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at that! They're still using it. You never know. You never know. So I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there, y'all. Here, I'm gonna share my screen so you can see. So these are like old makeup posts. This is the stuff that I was talking about. You are beautiful and blessed, my brown skinned girls. I just want y'all to know I really advocate so heavy for the black and brown communities. And I understand I don't look black. I get it. I get it. I don't fit this. I don't fit what people feel like or think that um, a black woman would look like. Uh, but I advocate for our community so heavy. And no matter how much I get hate, I get hate a lot, but no matter how much criticism or negative talk or whatever I get, I'm never going to stop advocating for us. So these are some of I made CBD lip balms, the stretch mark cream. So I made all of these labels. These are labels that I was making so that I could put them on my Guess who turns 27 in 5 days? Man, that was 4 years ago. This is crazy to look at. I did one for a jewelry business. The owner's name was Jessica also actually. Let's see. I'm really trying to find. This is the um graphics I was making for Dope Dub Records, which is a music company, a production company. I got you concierge service. Um, I'm probably gonna remake some of these, like how to know when to remove a follower. Like I'm probably gonna remake a lot of these and just put them on Twitter, put them back on Instagram. Look at my hair was long, y'all. I used to have hair like down to my waist. Anyway. Oh, sorry. I wasn't showing y'all. So this is how to know when to remove a follower. And I say this a lot about like I will remove me for you. Or I'll unfollow me for you because like at some point you have to know that a follower is a bot follower, a ghost account, an inactive account, like even though sometimes it may not be done maliciously as far as them not engaging with you, it's hurting your data. It's hurting the engagement rates. Like you're not getting true, authentic numbers because you're not like pruning. We'll say it like that, pruning. So let me go back to the other thing that I was talking about. Uh oh, I cut my screen off. Let me see the chat real quick because I'm not looking at the chat. I'm so sorry. Hey, hey, how are y'all doing? Look at the ladies in the chat. I love it. Love it. Love ladies in the chat, man. Um, Aniko, actually, I really want to answer your question since you're here. Since you're here, I really want to talk to you about what you were asking in the space. And if you don't mind me, I'm going to read just a little bit about. Yeah, I'm gonna read these messages, and then I'm gonna just talk a little bit about positioning, um, understanding the audience, and stuff like that. Okay. S- okay. The best way to be positioned to get jobs, being that I already have a portfolio well detailed, my brand very explained to the best of my knowledge, and all of that. So, how best do I get to know the audience I'm educating? Is understanding and grasping the knowledge, and also how do I best get the attention of the project I am educating my audience on. So when I was asking you what project are you working with, I'm assuming that it's the project. Hey, that's my friend right there, Avea. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly because when I look at it, I'm pronouncing it from my culture, like how I would pronounce that name. So Avea, you're funny. You're a you're a funny one. Okay. So I asked, what project do you currently work for? So you want to get the attention of the project that you are supporting. See, that's a different take. Um, I'm going to look at your profile. Can I just share your profile here? I'm just gonna share the profile since we're here. This is the type of stuff that I like to do actually. I'm correct. Hey, yes. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I'm excited that I so glad I got your name right. Man, okay. We're gonna go to your profile, Aniko. So I'm assuming OX Labs is the project that you're hoping or wanting to catch the attention of. Um, let me see this. My question is, and you can put it, you don't have to put it in the chat. You could actually DM it to me, the answer to this question. Um, what you getting the attention of the project, you want them to hire you for what particular role? Like, I want to know. Hold on. Hey, Urban hit me in the DMs. I'm gonna have to get back to him. Sorry, Urban, we doing something, but if you catching a live stream, I missed you too, man. Um, okay. Because builder and educator simplifying DeFi for newbies and helping projects get attention that actually converts. I really love this. And my thing is, I just want to know what you do though, because builder and educator, but what I would prefer to hear some type of like an onboarding. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it mean to be an educator? Are you educating them about how the project runs? Like, if you were to get in a space, would you be able to shill air quotations? I know we don't like that in the Web3 space, in the NFT space, shill. Would you be able to shill for them? Like if I was like, hey Aniko, tell me about this project. What, what is the buy-in? What is the payout? Like what, and when I say payout, what is the return? What am I doing? You know? Um, and I see that they okay, let's see. Oh, she said good night. Good night. I mean, we could do more of tagging. Like if you really just trying to be in a space, like in the OX labs. They don't even have that many. Is this the I mean, is this the project? I'm gonna have to join the space. I'm gonna have to better understand because typically, if you're just if the goal is to attract a company, um, doing more of tagging them, you could tag them in the post. If you can't tag them in the post, find the leaders, right? So find the founders or some of the team members, start talking to them, tagging them, engaging with those individuals. But I mean, if you're really looking for, just reach out to them. Like, have you sent them a DM or an email or like just I have gotten over the fear of no, right? And I said this in the space. I want you to just shoot your shot. Go on their page and shoot your shot. The worst thing they can do is ignore you or say no or say maybe at a different time, at a later time. I know that that's not super glamorous, a super glamorous answer. I want to understand more about this the challenge or the thing that you're doing with this. I want to understand what this is about. And you're writing with AI. Stop doing that. Stop doing it. I didn't even have to read the whole thing. I didn't have to read the whole thing. It's not even the M dashes. It's not even this, right? It's this. This right here. This right here. I know you don't talk like that, right? I want y'all to know there's nothing wrong with AI. It's nothing wrong with AI at all. But I want us to be able to understand that the way this and on top of this, you could spread some of this out. Like these are big walls of text. I mean, it's probably good information in here. I don't know much about it. I mean, you got good engagement. You got hella engagement. Like you have really good impressions. So, and the fact that you're 81 days, you went 81 days. Oof, yo, I need to be taking numbers. So I need to be taking lessons from you. Shit. I need to be I need to be doing what you're doing. Right. I mean, yes, yes, exactly. I'm just trying to, because she did speak in the space and she told me, Aniko, she told me P to P. Are you saying pay to play? Maybe. Um, she was sharing about the education part, but I was struggling because I was trying to see, was it education about the crypto aspect of it, like the wallet system, or is it about the NFT project itself and how it functions? Let me go ahead and show y'all what I have. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick in my Canva. I'm gonna find this report. Okay, here we go. I got it. I got it. This is the report for Fortune NFT. This is the project that I work for. This is a report, an analytics report, right? I literally broke down the top tweets, overview, analytics by the week, top 3 day. I mean, like, all of it. Here are the notes, what to keep, what to leave, or what to lose. Um, the customer avi of a man, a customer avi of a woman. So this is the stuff that I'm talking about, like this particularly. When we are when we are thinking of people that we want to work with, we just want to be, understanding that a woman that's 25 to that's still a huge range. That's still huge because that's 2 decades, right? Me, like, there's a lot that happens in 2 decades. A lot happens in 2 decades. A woman that is 25 and a woman that is 45 are going to be on different um are going to have different struggles when it comes to understanding the technology, understanding the reason why we want to play in the Fortune NFT. Like, there's just going to be different things. I'm not saying that the 45-year-old is, unable to comprehend what we're talking about, but, it's going to be a little different than speaking to a 25-year-old, especially with the mindset. And then we have the marital status, married. If this was to be a single woman with no children, you know, that would be different. Also, this says that there's number, age of children, so 2 to 3, location, Florida, Canada, Texas, uh, which culturally, state to state, is different also. Well, Canada is a different country, but Florida and Texas are different states. They have different cultures, different understandings of crypto and the NFT um, community, right? The occupation is remote corporate job, income. You want to know what the income of your customer Abby is going to be. Like, if I'm selling, right, my mentorship monthly, $35 a month, I'm not targeting a 25 a 25-year-old, or like, yeah, 20 to 25, with and they're in college, but they want to do what I'm doing. Like, I'm not that's not who I'm working with. Their income is not going to be where I would want them to be. I mean, we could say, like, they could be making 25K a year, 30K a year, depending on if they live with their parents, if they live alone, if they have a roommate. There's so many different things to think about when we are creating our customer avi or avatar, customer avatar. Um, and just because we have a customer avatar, it does not mean that though that's going to be the clients or customers that come to us. Right? For a while, I was targeting women. I'm still targeting women, but I would have a lot of men coming to me like, "Hey, I want to work with you. I want to do the thing." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool." Right? We also want to think about the psychographics, not just the demographics, but the psychographics. Why do they buy? How do they buy? What motivates them to make the purchase? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the chat real quick because I'm saying a lot of stuff. Okay, cool, 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 cool. There's no more chats. So anyway, this is a report that I did in Canva. It is in detail, in depth. So when I say I read data, I have read the data. I do the things. I was able to take this project from 0 followers, brand new page, to about, I think it was 1,000 followers in 3 months. I think it was 3 months. I'm gonna be super honest with you. I wish I had more. You know what? Let me see if I have some documents. Actually, let me go to my documents. I might have some. Uh, I'm not showing it because I have other people's information in this. I have Fortune, excuse me, I have the brand voice, I have the riddles, the notes and ideas, I have the content here. Okay, I have the social media reports. Okay, here we go. Twitter space schedule. Here, let me see what this report is. This one is April. This one is April. This is April Insights. Here, I'm gonna share that on this one. Okay. This is April's Insights. We had 15K impressions, 685 per day. The engagement rate, link clicks. We were really trying to get to the link click, at least in my mind. That's what I was trying to do. Then we looked at the top, and the reason that we're looking at the top 5 tweets is because I'm looking for commonalities. I'm looking for what was the content we were talking about, um, and those types of things. And then I broke it. Okay. Instagram. We didn't make it to Instagram. Instagram strategy. Even though we talked about it, we didn't make it there. Okay. So, and that's April. That's the other one. Oh, it's the same one, I think. It's just a copy, maybe. Oh no, this is a whole different one. A whole different thing. So that's another report. That's another report. Um, what else? What else? Resume. This is my resume. Let me see. So this is an old resume. Well, remove that number because that's not my number anymore. So don't call it. Don't call it. Okay, so I had this one April. Okay, so I worked April, May, June. I did not work for them for a year. I did not work for them for a year. I know that for a fact. Okay, March, April. Oh, this is different people. Okay, so look, I worked with as a brand consultant, True to the Culture podcast. Shout out to True. I was a social media consultant, social media manager, graphic designer, but this was also a little bit of social media management. I really actually should probably revamp this because this is, yeah. And then I worked for a nonprofit for a little while, so social media marketing and management on Instagram, and then it went into this. So I never really updated when I stopped working for them. But yeah, so I've done a lot of social media. um, Old Dominion University for digital marketing and drawing and design, the certifications, Google, HubSpot, search engine optimization, all of that stuff. So that's some of the things. That's one of my old resumes. Um, hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so the conversation that we're hold on, let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, so we were talking about Aniko. Aniko was asking me questions about how to position herself. So the thing is just being clear about the title that you want to give yourself and how you're communicating that, because education is a broad. We're using a lot of broad terms. So when you say onboarding, um typically for the people that are in that are in the space, that are in the community and in the network and already understand what onboarding means to them, I can understand, right? Like onboarding educator for projects in the NFT space, I would use that. Or maybe if you want to talk about, you could even say a social media, not social media, but I know what you mean. I understand what you're saying. You want to position yourself as someone who is able to communicate to others what the project is doing. Actually, um, another company I worked for was Potato. It was a little potato, but they had little booties. And they are NFT company also out of China. I think out of China, Shanghai, something like that. This was around the same time as in the NFT Fortune, NFT P2E, play to earn. Um, yeah. So I was doing social media marketing and management, content creation. You could even do that. Like maybe go for a content content marketing, onboarding, education, NFT type thing. We can work it out. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out. Like, I'm gonna work on it. So I was able to raise my rates from $80 a month when I was working. What I was looking for is not here. But it was the talent agency. I deleted their old content because why did I need it? Maybe I can look it up on Instagram. Maybe they're still on Instagram. That would be really cool if they were. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to log in. I'm drinking wine. I already knew it wasn't about to let me log in. Dang. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up on my phone and maybe I can show y'all on my phone. One Dream Talent Agency. I believe they were out of Florida, Miami. Mm, 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 mm. Nope. No. Well, actually, I think this is the page, but they took all the stuff down that I created, so this is a whole different page. But they don't seem, yeah, they're not active anymore. But this is the company. Let me go back to my screen. This is the company. I have a ring light. Sorry, y'all. So this is who I was working with, or working for, and I hosted a lot of, and I'm mad because I hosted a lot of interviews with the team members, interviews with the talent, so the models, the musical artists, the people that we were working with and representing. Yeah, I did all of that for $80 a month, and then I was doing other projects for free or at a discounted rate because I needed to get the projects under my belt so I could build that resume. And then I got to the NFT, the Fortune NFT, and that's when I started charging $800 a month. And I was so nervous, y'all. I was so nervous. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell him $800 a month, and he's gonna tell me no, right?" Um, when in all actuality, I was his least paid member, his least paid team member. And he had people working in Venezuela, Australia, um, some other places in the US. I think that was in Florida. Yeah, yeah. So there was different people, and I was the least paid member. Okay. So just think about that. Don't be afraid to like throw the number out there. And if they agree too fast, it's because you're undercharging. If they agree too fast, that means that you're either undercharging or the price is so good they're going to be a pain in the ass. They are. Because the ones that pay the least, those are the ones who will try and do scope creep, which means they'll start trying to like, oh, this kind of is like this. Can you do this too? Or, hey, I also kind of need this. Those types of things. I also worked with a health tech app, which I don't think I have any documentation for, but I'm gonna go check and see in my documents if I do. Oh, I even have what's her name? Nerding out. Have her content strategy. You know what? Maybe I should be a social media marketer. Maybe I should just say social media marketer because I feel like content marketing strategist is just it goes over people's heads. I feel like that's just people are not getting what I'm talking about. Like they're not getting what I'm putting down. Um, Owned by me, and then I want to. Okay, let me see. Um, a full content pack for you. What is that? A full content pack for your Twitter marketing. Oh. This was for Faith. I'm sorry. This was for Faith. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, here's the potato reports right here. I love when I can pull my receipts, y'all. I love when I can pull my receipts because there are a lot of people who will make this shit up, who will make it up, and in this report you will see what is working in terms of content on Twitter. See, this was March. So March. I think I worked with Fortune NFT for about 3 or 4 months probably before I canceled our contract. Turns out the owner was a fraud, was a scammer. I did sign an NDA, but that was like 4 years ago. So I think 4 years ago. I think we're good now. I think we're okay. Um, okay, so yeah. Okay. Blue chip blockchain. What else? Confident speaking. Shout out to Tim Brown who allowed me to do his email marketing. Thank you so much. Um, Here is a content pillar and value example sheet. So if you're ever like, what is a content pillar? Web development tips, tech career growth, day in the life freelance, align value, integrity, empowerment, transparency, emotional message or theme, and then the format that you would be putting it in. So this is very similar to my 3x3, my content grid. This one just adds in the value, the value. Um, but most of the time it's like a theme over here and then a topic and then the format. Questions to ask yourself. I think I might share this too. All right, let's see what else we got going on over here. Butterfly effect that was shared by somebody else. Content strategy. Oh, this is what I sent to Josh. I sent Josh this, which is pulled from, he said he wanted to start writing on Substack. So I pulled a little bit of his audio from the Twitter space in the hunt, put it into Zealous. And I was on live when I did all of that, but this is the final thing. Just kind of told him how to how to write it. So he would remove this part. And this is the introduction, the header two, header two, header two, pretty much. I mean, he could have did a header three or whatever broken up, but I put some header threes down here. And then of course, feel free to tweak any parts that you need, personal touch, those types of things. Don't ever copy and paste. I didn't do any extra anything because that wasn't for me. Oh, I forgot about Deanna. Deanna was a mentee for a while. Man, I miss Deanna. I'm about to hit her up on WhatsApp. Look at my girl. She's also in the crypto space. I'm seeing Dominique. I was working with Dominique. Dwight. We're working with Dominique Profit. This is when I was working with a who is this? The dang the company that I got this Gengar shirt from. That's why I call myself a brand strategist because ghostwriting sounds like a commodity. Look, ghostwriting and also I'm glad you said that because I went into a space and there were people talking about content writing, copywriting, ghostwriting, and I'm like, y'all, these are all different types of writing. Let me see if I can find that. I really feel like I created something for that, but I don't know. Oh, I don't know why I did that. How deep is your faith? Ooh. Ooh, this is when I was talking in the that's when I was talking in the spaces about I was bringing scripture into my spaces. I really feel like that's important. Good Morning Grind. This is when I work with Good Morning Grind, the talent agency. Green Thumb. I also work with them, a cannabis company. I worked with Janide for a little while. I worked with Kanisha. She is a what is she? A therapist. She's a therapist for children, for youth, at risk youth. NDA. I was working with somebody. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. I found it. I was just talking about this person. So this is a health tech app, a health tech company, right? Um, or a lifestyle type beat. Okay. And essentially, the app is to help share your sensitive medical information when it comes to your status, if you have any type of STDs, STIs, those type of things before you consent consent to lay down and do the thing with someone else. Okay. Now, the problem with this is I was telling them that they had too wide of an audience because they were targeting, at first, as you can see, college students. The which makes sense, especially now in this day and age. And I'm very glad that the youth are prioritizing their health. But see, a brand strategist and ghostwriting, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk, Alea. We're gonna have to talk. So the college students, they have a different pain point and struggle than than adult online daters, right? Because now we're talking about adults. To me, anyone under the age of 26 is an adolescent. I'm 31. Unfortunately, to me, you are a child. I'm I no disrespect to anybody in the space, in the live stream, just letting y'all know. So when I call y'all baby, it's not disrespectful at all. It's just I want y'all to know. So we have online adult online daters, right? And then we have adult content creators. Yes, they are all doing the thing. They're all consenting individuals, but they all have different pain points, and they're all going to have different thought processes when it comes to sharing um, sharing that type of information and using the app, because with an adult content creator, they already understand the importance, and most of them, through their agencies that they're managed by, already have some type of system set up when they are signing a contract, so they may not really need to use the app that he was creating. Hopefully it is, because he did get funding. So hopefully it is completed and out there for people to use. But yeah, you know what I mean? We have different we're gonna have different things going on, different pain points, struggles. So that was a pass. Pass. That's what it's called. Um what else? What else? Where else? That's what I was looking for, I think. Pass. OBLL purpose worksheet. No. PR agreement. Oh, with the coffee company I worked with, um, I did a lot of like PR management, so public relations. We did a lot of partnerships, working with other companies in the area, other businesses in the area, where they were like collaborating on events and um, things like that. So shout out Tierra. Shout out Tierra. I'm a shout her out every time. Every time. Um, I think that's about it. Tech writing requirements, Tim Brown and Jessica. Tim Brown's ebook email sequence, his drip email sequence. Tina, shout out Tina Tribe. Non-disclosure. I was working with the another fashion company, athleisure wear, um, based out of Atlanta and California. Anyway, all of that, all of that to say, all of that to say that, excuse me, how I was able to scale up my rates is because over time I just learned I was learning more. I was documenting more. I was writing the reports. I was able to communicate with my also just the connections of being on X. A lot of these people came from X, most of them. Some of the earlier ones came from Instagram. So the talent agency, Kanisha, who else? I'm trying to think. Some of the earlier ones came from Instagram, but Tierra, the NFT companies, Tim Brown, Janide, um, a lot of these experiences and job roles that I've had. Not of all of them were contracts. Some of them were done for free or at a discounted rate, fully transparent about it. But I was able to put that underneath my belt, and now I know how to communicate with my potential clients. I know how to communicate my value, um, what I'm offering to them, how I can improve and get them the results that they want. My biggest success story, I'm not my success, it's their success, but I feel like I'm successful because they succeeded anyway. Um, she Tierra, she went from working with a air quotations a competitor coffee company to over a span of 2 years, or actually, I don't even think it was 2 years. It was a year and a half, I think, or a little less than that. She ended up in a proper building, so a storefront. I mean, like, she's doing the things, okay? I'm so proud of her. And she'll be like, "Oh, Jessica," she would call me. There would be times that she would call me randomly and be like, "Jessica, I'm so stressed. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna get this money. I don't know how I'm gonna do this thing, and it just don't seem possible. How am I going?" And I would look at my phone, I would take a breath and say, Tiara, why are you tripping? Why are you why are you tripping? You are okay. You're going to get what you need when you need it. And you're going to find the people who believe in you, who are going to give you the chance, who are going to give you the who are going to grant you the funding. And she's gotten grants, grant after grant. She has won competitions. She's won all of these different things, y'all, right? And at one point she was on the phone with me stressing with a K, she was stressing. So um I was able, and then she was the one that was paying me $1,800 a month for social media management. But like I said, I did the PR, a lot of the graphic designs, a lot of the contract work, emailing people, talking, because she would say, Jessica, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to talk to the people about the contracts or about the agreements. She's like, I need you to talk to them and tell them what I want, and like tell them what I can give them and different stuff like that. So shout out to Tiara for investing in me and investing in herself, and then putting and being able to move forward. Like, that is the success story. That really is it. And then so I that's pretty much how it went from $80 to 800 to 1,800. And I all of this was from posting on X, getting in the spaces, getting in the DMs, getting in the emails. Y'all, I can't stress enough how important it is just to care, just to check in with people and care about them and what they're building, and asking, hey, is there anything that I can assist you with? And that's why I offer so much sometimes, not to my detriment, but it's the fact that I want to see people succeed, because I know that when you succeed, I succeed, right? When you take your step up, I'm gonna be right behind you. When you get to your next place, I'm gonna be right behind you. I'm gonna be right there. The mark of a great coach, the mark of a great mentor, the mark of a great educator is when your student or when your client is light years ahead of you. That's how you know. That's how you know that you are successful. And I am very happy to be able to say that I feel like most of the individuals I've worked with, are still working, are still out there, still grinding, still succeeding. And during the process of me working with individuals as an agency owner, I mean, like, an actual service provider, not just a mentor. Um Dang, I lost my thought. What was I going to say? I don't remember. I don't remember. I was going to say something, but yeah. Anyway, I lost it. Okay, so the next thing that we were going to be talking about is we were talking about portfolios. Why portfolios are important. Y'all, I created a portfolio in Canva. It is ugly. It is an ugly, ugly portfolio. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to go over it, and then I'm going to show you the uh, portfolio websites and the templates that Canva has, and probably do a little plug and play. But it is almost an hour. I've almost been on here for an hour, so we're gonna go a little bit longer. And then if you have any questions during the portfolio part, leave some questions in the comments or in the chat. I'll do my best, or DM them to me. I'll check my phone every now and then. But let's go ahead and look at this super, super ugly portfolio that I have. Whew. And now I'm gonna go eat because I am hungry. Okay, hold on. I gotta share my screen. I forgot. So this is when I was social senpai. All right, this is when I was working with um, streamers, anime fanatics, content creators, gaming individuals, like in that industry. all right, cosplayers. That's when I was like social senpai because I love anime. I don't know if y'all know, but I do. I love anime. I love video games. I love it all. Um, Actually, here I'll show you. These are some of the stickers that I have. These are from Pokemon. This is my Render ATL sticker. I pray I can go again. This is my Slack sticker because I got to meet the people at Render. And then these are all my Pokemon stickers. This is a Growlithe, a Jigglypuff, ooh, an Eevee, and this is Curtis King. Curtis, you need to email me. Email me back, Curtis. I know you got a lot going on. I'm trying to help you with this. I'm trying to do the thing with you. So this is a very old portfolio. Let me go here. This is my little emotes that I had someone do from Instagram. So my name, creative professional, years of experience, notable achievements, my education, so high school, college, higher education. And now in my career, high school wouldn't even be necessary. College probably wouldn't be necessary either, just because this is more of like drawing and design. It's not really focused on digital marketing, SEO, those types of things. So I'd probably just put this higher education and put it in its own, not necessarily its own, but I'm gonna change the format also. So here's the picture of the little, right, skills and ability, my hard skills, soft skills, notable projects, current to past, and then this is Fortune PDE is an adventure strategy play to earn NFT game. They wanted to build their social presence and foster a tight knit community. They started with 4 followers, and by the end of the 2-month mark, we reached 550 followers that knew us as soon as we stepped into the Twitter spaces and could even pitch our projects for us. Our project for us, our mission was to build a trustworthy and leading brand in the NFT community. I like to brag on that. I really like to brag on this. And shout out to Jazza Shout out to Jazza. She was like, this number here, this, like starting with 4 followers and then reaching 550 followers in 2 months. In 2 months, right? That was good. That was so I think it was 4 months. By the end of the time that I was working with them, they had close to 1,000, but they didn't have 1,000. I don't think they had an actual 1,000. So here is the analytics that I pulled from Twitter back when Twitter made sense. And so over the 31-day period, they had 41,000 impressions. And you can see it went from 17 to 41, from 17,000 impressions to 41,000 impressions. That's 2.5x the impressions in just 1 month. Hashtag connections. And you can see these other little things over here about the project. This is Care for Mamas. Care for Mamas is for the ambitious and confident stay-at-home moms in the early stages of building their brand business. Care for Mamas was looking to rebrand and retarget its audience while catching the hottest social media trends in the mompreneur community. Overall, the tone of the brand is Big Sister, here on your worst day and celebrating every win with you on your best day. I love this. I'm gonna steal this. Can't steal it. Care for Mamas was mine. But you wouldn't know that unless I told you. Y'all can use your own growth. You can use your own insights. You can use your own brand, your own professional company, whatever you want to call it. If you have a a personal page and a brand page, the whatever insights you have from your brand page, you can use them in your portfolio. Nobody's going to know unless you tell them. You wouldn't have known that this was my company unless I told you. So here you can see that in a span of, I guess, a month, it went from 3,000 accounts reached to 12,000. from 140 to 425, from 1,000, and then the followers stayed the same, but the accounts reached and the accounts engaged blew up, right? Now, this is one dream. Hey, it was in my portfolio. Okay, so I created all of these graphics. I made these graphics. Um, so I was pretty much showing the impressions that we had over the time, the profile visits, and over here, I even made this. I did this too, not the logo, but the thing behind it. Working in the talent acquisition field was tough, but proved very educational in terms of arranging interviews, interviewing skills, and inbound and outbound communication management. A massive chunk of their Instagram platform was bi weekly interviews with clients and staff to show transparency and a unified message from both sides of the coin. The content was balanced with educational and motivational posts or carousels to educate rising talent on the do's and don'ts of their field. Throughout working with One Dream Sports and see, is where we be fucking up. Gotta pay attention. One Dream Sports and Talent Agency, I was able to see that speaking with people and building up the community is something I have a passion for, right? And then Let's Work Together. This is my email, or it was my email. This was my website. These were my social platforms, and this was my location. So that is this is one of the portfolios. Let me see if I can find my other portfolio, because I know I have another one. I have another portfolio. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'm gonna just oh, whew, excuse me. Here is my price sheet. This is the price sheet. So, well, this is my old one when I was social media, when I was a social senpai. But I have another rate sheet somewhere else, and I'm gonna figure out where it is. But so when we are, let me go check my. Hold on. Oops, I wasn't even sharing the screen. Okay. So this price list, it shows the breakdown of what people can expect from my services a month. So one social media, this bronze package here is one social media platform, a social media audit, profile optimization, social media strategy, 2 times a month chat sessions, branding audit, content ideation, 3 pieces of content, content strategy, content scheduling, email strategy, caption writing, optimized hashtags, bi-weekly data reviews, 15 minutes per day engagement, bi-weekly. So a lot of stuff, a lot of things, right? But if you wanted the gold package, you get the business audit, business plan, development, competitor research, product development, market research, brand deal partnership management, like all of the things. I was doing all the things for this for 18, right? So let's see what else I have here. Share this. Okay, so another one is this branding sheet, your owner profile. So your gender, your age, your education, your occupation, your income, your origin story, your motivations, what makes you go. Is it money, free time, or success? And success can be anything to you. A goal for the 6 weeks, your struggles, your catchphrase or motto, your brand assets, your logo, brand colors, brand fonts. And then I was kind of like gamifying the personality traits and the attributes. So if you play video games, you get attributes that you can add to your character. And there's intelligence, passion, strength, dexterity, endurance, and charisma. All of these things are very important when you are building your business and building your brand. I might change dexterity to like tenacity or something. You know what I'm saying? But endurance is good too. And then your personality, introvert, extrovert, and you can just put a dot on the line. You know what I'm saying? You could just kind of put it where you feel. So thinking versus feeling. So do you follow your intuition Or do you follow your intuition? Do you follow your gut? Or do you have to think about it? You know what I'm saying? Get the strategy. There's judging, perceiving, sensing, and intuition. Okay. So what else do we have here? Um, oh, let's go over these Twitter tips actually. So, don't have super followers. This is y'all for the people that are new to Twitter, right? It was a super followers, kind of like subscribers, where you could have a super follower space where only the subscribers can come into it, but you could charge. You could charge to attend the space. Yo, Twitter need to go back. Twitter needs to go back 3 years because they are really, really messing up the flow here. Yeah, really messing up the flow. Okay. Okay, so don't have super followers or don't have subscribers. Let me do that. And I can't even remember what Twitter Circles is about. I think Twitter Circles is kind of like, hold on. Okay, Twitter Circles, now on X, was a feature letting users share tweets with a small select group up to 150 people instead of to the public, similar to Instagram's close friends, but the feature was the depreciated and effectively removed for creating new posts by late 2023. Um, through some users still look Though some users still look for workarounds, users can add anyone, even non-followers, to their single circle for more intimate conversations. So pretty much not like a community, but yeah, you had your own little special bubble. So it's like you had the community, and then inside of that or around it, you had your real close people, your best buddies. Best buddies. Keep reading for more ways to use Twitter Circles. So utilize Twitter Circles for clients, mentees, coach groups, off app subscribers. What are off app subscribers? I really like this. I really like the way that I put this out here. I got the birds in the background. It flows so nicely, three ways. Oh, do you enjoy the Leveling Up Spacecast? I call them Spacecast because I use them as podcasts, space podcasts. Become a caffeine supplier by purchasing me a coffee. All caffeine and support are greatly appreciated. Thank you. Drink a lot of coffee, y'all. When you quote tweet, make sure to leave a comment on the original tweet that links back to your quote tweet. When you quote tweet, add your commentary in the form of a thread. One tweet for your thoughts, one tweet for a poll, one tweet as a CTA. Yo, I've been talking about the same thing for years. Years, y'all. Years. It is so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I don't think it's on this one. Let me switch to, I think it might be this one. I have 3 different accounts, y'all. Okay, no, it's not this one. It's on this one. Mm. I'm about to get off. I'm tired. I'm gonna show y'all this last thing real quick, just because I really want to explain how this works. Okay. If you've made it this far, congratulations. If you're just tuning in, hi, my name is Jessica. I'm the content queen, founder of Femway, Females Earning Money Our Way. I'm a content marketing strategist, social media strategist, and content creator, agency growth mentor. And right now, I'm going over what I have. This is my journal. and how you can take your long form content, break it up into short form content, link it all together. It looks very complex. It looks complex, but when I get to explaining it, I don't think it'll be too hard to grasp. So the first thing, pushing out more content about looping threads, a content framework, and content framework. One article. So is this is your article, right? You're gonna write one article a week, and your CTA is going to link to your space because the article is great, but you want people to listen to you live so that they can hear the conviction in your voice, so they can ask their questions, so they can listen to you and build up that trust. Now, you can, the space is going to be accompanied, that's why it's a plus sign, by your session notes or your thread. I call them session notes, don't steal it. Session notes. In your session notes, the first tweet is going to have an image. That's why it says tweet one image. You're going to have an image there that draws the people in. You're going to write your introductory tweet with your nice hook and all of those things. The second tweet is going to have a poll in it. You want to ask your people questions. You could ask a question based off of what is in this article or what you're going to be talking about in the space. And then the last tweet is your CTA, what we just literally covered a second ago, right? So your call to action, it could be linked to a paid newsletter, right? Maybe you want you want them to go to a different piece of content, you want them to go to your website, you want them to go to your newsletter, whatever that looks like. Each tweet is pinned during the space. So you're going to pin them up at the top. You're also going to put the link in the comments. That way, when it's in the comments, it's going to stay after the space is over. Pinning it up top just makes it easier to access and you don't have to scroll through the comments. Now, after the space is over, you can take this into a live how-to class tutorial. Meaning, like, if I this call to action down here could be more about having people sign up for a workshop, right? So live how-to class tutorial, and then it's broken up into your carousel. So you have a text with a graphic plus a video plus another text with graphic plus another text with graphic. Because on X you can have four the carousel, you can have four images or whatever. One of those images is actually going to be a video, very brief, no more than 30 to 40 seconds because our attention spans are this big. Just like that. Okay, so your text and your graphic and then your video for 30 to 40 seconds, just giving a little life to your carousel, and then you're going to follow with the rest of your points, your whatever talking points. Now, the little add-on that I have for this thread is in the first tweet, you're going to quote tweet that, not the thread, not the whole thread, just that one, just the first tweet. You're going to take it, you're going to quote tweet it, and you're going to add on, you're going to expand onto the first point, right? And then you're going to have with a link. The link could be to whatever you want the link to be. I'm just giving you the framework. And then you're going to quote tweet it again with more information. So pretty much this could be this is pretty much this. All of this is going to be this article broken up into many MINI parts. And then all info, highlight links go to the newsletter. Now, I was writing this for me, right? So I was writing this for me because I want people, my main goal is to lead people off of the X platform onto Kit, onto my newsletter so that I can talk to them, you know what I'm saying, without having to fight the algorithm. The only thing I'm fighting is a cluttered cluttered mailbox. Now, I went ahead and made it look pretty for you. I made it look cute. All right. So here's the thing. Did all the things. There's a graphic here so that you can pull it. Image. Still haven't gotten your thread template yet. Shaking my head. Look at you. Exactly. Link is in the thread. CTA to newsletter sign up. The way it works is no longer called the way it works. It's called the earning agency. Podcast space goes to the newsletter or offer. So pretty much this here with the money sign. I use Kit email marketing, so on and so forth. Here's your carousel with the text and the graphics and the video, the value, the CTA. So look, I broke it down even more. The text with graphic, which is your intro, your video, your value, your outro. We're going to quote tweet with a link, optional added information about yourself or your product services, quote tweet with a link, and then so on and so forth. And then we're going to go down here. This is what your thread is looking like. So you have your thread with your image, and then you have a second tweet. And your second tweet is quote tweet with information plus link tweet, two and replies. And then so you have your tweet three, poll for 3 or more days. I say four. More value plus resources linked to your articles. Tweet four, quote tweet and link to things. Call to action. Still haven't gotten your thread template yet? Shaking my head, look at you, because guess what? It's not available anymore. I'm not. So I made this, right? I took all of this and I put it into this. I made it all nice and cute for you. So now, all the people that are asking about, what do I post on X? How do I grow on X? Every month, pick a theme. Every month, pick a theme. Every week, pick a topic. So take your theme, content marketing strategies for women in business, in the tech industry that want to be freelance entrepreneurs, whatever, right? Take that theme and then you're going to break it up into weekly topics. Those weekly topics are going to go into these formats, spaces, threads, articles, tweets, live streams, whatever makes you happy and and you're the most comfortable with. Okay. Yes, we do want to push the envelope. We want to get you out of your comfort zone, one thing at a time. But first, get comfortable with the things that you're comfortable with. All right. Now we have the content formats info sheet. Same thing, just kind of telling you about the content. I created this font, by the way. This is my actual font. This is the font that I made. It's called Pivot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna go. Oh well, I have to show y'all this real quick because I didn't show y'all this. Okay, so this is the reason that we're actually really here is the portfolio, right? So I showed you the portfolios before that didn't look very good, and now we have a portfolio website. These are some of the templates here that you can choose from. On this account, I do not pay for I do not have premium. On a different account, I do. I do have premium. So we're gonna find one where I can just click it. All right, go through it, look at what little animations they have. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't really like all the animations. I don't like um I mean it's cute, it's real cute, maybe not. I just don't feel like everything has to move. And of course you can always change all of that. I really like this one, fairly simple, straight to the point. I'm showing you these templates just because I want you to. Oh, well, that's not the one I wanted. So, right, this is what it looks like about me. So this is the website, right? So it's going to look like a one pager, very, very simple, very easy, but that's not a marketing one. I'm just picking some up. Digital marketing, here we go. Um, Creative and collaborative, my marketing style, education and experience, what I can do, skills and proficiencies, my portfolio, click for full portfolio, um, a marketing supervisor, a testimonial or something, reach out. Okay, so this is very basic. This is not, I mean, you could add on some little sections, put your data points in there, like what I was showing before. Actually, I have more. I really do. I feel like I have another portfolio. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I'm tripping. Okay. Sorry. Thought something was going on. Okay, so here's my marketing portfolio. Is it pretty? No, I made that image, by the way, with Canva's tool, this magic media right here. I created that image. Jessica Tapia, my website. The hierarchy is not there. This can definitely go down here. This can definitely go over here. This could just be gone. And then I would add something else. And then even this, like marketing portfolio, could probably just be shrunken down, moved into the corner. So then we have this here. Delete that arrow. We don't even know what that's for. Then we're going to adjust this. Do this here. Uh, that, and then boom. And now we can have a something that introduces our hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. I went to chat. I just want y'all to know I went to chat. Okay, here we go. So here, right? I could do this. I help brands turn long form content into measurable growth. That's kind of true, but that's not really the point. Jessica Tapia, content marketing manager. I need to put a picture of myself here, like an actual picture, not the little cartoon pictures, but I probably put some little cartoons down here, little cartoon pictures. I have a passion for content in all formats. They say content is king, but marketing strategy is queen. That's something I agree with. We're going to remove this website because we don't really need that. So this is okay. And because all of this, like, and then put an image here. Just put an image. And we can move this over here. Right. And then put an image here and then maybe some more information about myself. Like this could be this could be one whole page by itself. Right. So then I'm a creative at heart. I've always loved crafting, building, sketching, and designing. So much so I thought that was my career path until 2021 when I discovered digital marketing. Now I can't get enough of helping female-owned businesses craft the best long-form content that connects them deeply with their audience, or connects their audience with deeply with them, something like that. So about me, I would probably put that up there. All right. Work experience, I just picked three. So and this is something that Jazzaray told me. Pick three of your best projects that you have worked on, things that you can show your data points for. I'm really showing you this because I'm going to get to the data points. I also create this image for Twitter, so the skills I have, so whatever, you know what I'm saying, my portfolio. I'll just delete this, delete that page. Okay, so here's project one. The goal and then the highlights. I need to put more than just project one. I need to actually put the name of the company, the owner of the company, the links to the company, the website if they're still up and running. Okay, so here are the engagements that you can read from. Highlights 2.4, engagement rate was 1.2 more than the previous month. 78 link clicks was 29% more than the previous month. This, your post, 856,000 impressions in 32 days. So in 1 month, I was able to get this company 856,000 impressions. That means during this 32-day period, you earn 26,000 impressions a day. That's hard, bro. Looking back at it, that's real tough work. Okay, so the thing is with this, definitely need to change the contrast isn't there. This green isn't dark enough for this cream color that I'm using. Anyway, this is the goal: increase engagement from current audience while also increasing the reach from a new audience through daily outbound engagement strategy, IG lives, and interactive content. So in this month, you can see that the followers, the accounts reach from the followers was up, non-followers was up, the impressions was up, Everything is plus, 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 plus. All right. Um, still the same project. Here it is where it's showing that the followers are increasing from versus like this was January. So it says December 31st to January. So all of January it went up 1.5% from December. And then same thing here. Yeah, same thing here. So you can compare this to this because this is the this is account reached, this is the account engaged. The account engaged right here, which is the following month, was up 31%, up 18%, right? That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Project two, still, here we go. Real insights to real insights. This is the account reached. These are the account reached here. And then real interactions. So we have likes, saves, shares, comments, with a slight increase on shares and saves, which are the highest ranking forms of engagement on Instagram, right? And then contact me. This is not my number anymore. So from this portfolio and the other portfolio that I have, I feel like I have enough. Let me stop sharing my screen. I feel like I have enough data points, even though the projects are fairly old. I can still pull them, put them into a nice portfolio website, and I will show y'all that later at a later time. I'm so sorry that I started this live so late. It really made me sad actually because I wanted to do this earlier. I wanted my buddy, I wanted my buddies to be on. I'm so glad that Avea showed up and Aniko showed up and SB. Thank you so much, ladies and Avea for showing up. Funny story, I'ma just say it. Avea catfished me. He catfished me. Not on purple. Not on purple. It's the fact that I thought Avea was a girl. But he is a man. And he thank you for coming and telling me the you know what I'm saying, coming and telling me that because he was like, did you think I was a girl? I was like, yeah, I did. I just assumed that. It is my assumption. Right? So I told him no harm, no foul, but yeah, so hopefully this was helpful. Again, just a recap, we talked about how I was able to raise my rates from $80 to $800 to $1,800. Pretty much, I upskilled. I documented my projects as well as possible, keeping up and being able to show what I was learning or what I was doing for them, the transformation, the growth that they were having, and then also reading lots of books. I cannot say, I have to say that reading often, even if you don't finish the whole book, you know what I'm saying, in a month or whatever, take your time, enjoy your reading. Make sure that you're taking notes that are important for you and for your audience. Read things that are relevant, maybe industry driven, or maybe trends, or whatever the case may be. Also, read reports about things that are happening in your industry. That way, you're able to stay up to date. Okay, so those are some things that I was able to do. HubSpot Academy certifications for free that you are able to put on your LinkedIn or just show off on your website and your portfolio that you know that you studied and you did the thing and you know what the actions are, the strategies, the things to do in order to get where you want to go. And then also just have confidence in yourself. I know that is a hard one sometimes when you're first starting out or when you've only been doing something for maybe like 2 or 3 years and you come to someone and say, hey, I want $800 a month for this work. And you feel like we can't, that person may not be able to afford it. Something that I heard that really stuck with me was we view our audience from something of our of our pocketbook or something like that. So from the way that we're living and our financial standpoint, we put that on our audience or on the people that around us, and we start to price low because we think that other people cannot afford it. And I can guarantee you that there is someone out there that can afford it, because there's a company selling a $12,000 pencil. If they can sell a $12,000 pencil, I can sell I can sell a quarterly mentorship for $97. I will be able to communicate the value that I give to the person that's signing up for this mentorship. I can communicate the value that I'm giving to the solo entrepreneur, to the small business, to the medium sized business, to work with me for social media marketing, content creation, content marketing strategy, and all of that stuff for $1,800 a month. $3,600 a month. I know that I can communicate the value that I'm going to give to them, and that I'm able to do the work, that I'm able to get the results, because I just showed different projects, different data that shows that I can do the work and that I can get the things done. So that is pretty much all. We went over the portfolios also. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do what I really wanted to do, which seems to be a common theme. But I hope and pray that I see y'all in the next live stream. My goal is to release one digital product every week, along with one live stream every week of 2026. So I would love the encouragement and your support during this time. This is very different for me, live streaming the way that I am. Also hosting spaces, not all day, but almost all day, is kind of also taking a toll on me. I'm not as young as I once was, but it's it's exciting and it's fun. So I love y'all. Much love, many blessings, peace. Make sure that you sign up for, or that you join the X community, T, the earning agency, that you sign up for the newsletter, the earning agency, and that you check out my kit. Okay, when you sign up for the newsletter, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I offer, or I will send you free resources because you signed up for the newsletter. There will be free resources, discounted resources. See, that's why I'm tired. I'm tired right now. Discounted resources for the people who have signed up for the newsletter or have also already purchased a workshop seat, or a webinar seat, a one-on-one consultation, a what else? Signed up for the monthly or the quarterly mentorship. I also have a service where I help you set up your email marketing platform through Kit, from settings to sailing, from like meaning that I help you set up your settings. We go through all the settings, we go through all the tabs, and we work on creating your digital products, along with the sequences and the welcome emails and all of the things in just an hour. Um, yeah, okay. And that's all I have for y'all tonight. I'm going to go rest. I love y'all so much, and I really appreciate y'all's support. Make sure that you share the live, that you comment, tag your friends, share it in the communities, do the things, click the buttons. This is how this is this is how I feel like I'm going to be able to do what I really want to do, which is support other female-owned agencies and companies. Um, Eventually, we're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.